Welcome to the Explainer. Today, we're going to tackle something that's, well, it's a bit of a paradox in the world of App Store optimization. We're talking about how to find a massive advantage where pretty much everyone else just sees a dead end. You ever feel like getting your app discovered is just this constant uphill battle? Like you're up against these giants and you can't possibly win? Yeah, you are definitely not alone. The competition out there is just brutal. And here's the thing. The reality is most developers are all reading from the exact same playbook. They're all gunning for the most obvious, high-traffic keywords. And that makes ranking for them, well, it's next to impossible, especially if you're one of the smaller players. So let's just do a quick recap of the standard advice, right? The foundation of App Store optimization, or ASO. This is the stuff you're going to find in pretty much any guide out there. So this is the conventional wisdom. You're essentially told to go on this epic quest for a unicorn, a keyword that has massive search volume, but somehow none of your competitors have noticed it yet. You know, good luck with that. And this creates a kind of simple map for your keyword strategy. Everybody is digging for treasure over in that holy grail quadrant, high popularity, low competition. And they are all running scared from the wasteland, low popularity and high competition. But this is where things get really interesting. See, advanced ASO isn't just about following the rules of that map. It's about knowing exactly when and, more importantly, how to bend them. What if I told you that you could successfully target keywords that are right in the middle of that battlefield quadrant? Even if you're a small, independent developer and you don't have a giant marketing budget. And this quote right here from the ASO experts at AppFigures, it reveals the secret. The algorithm, it doesn't treat all apps equally. Certain features give you what you could call an unfair advantage, a boost. There are certain features you can implement that act like power-ups for your app. They're basically signals to the App Store's algorithm, telling it to give your app special treatment. They let you effectively jump the line, ahead of your competition. So what are these power-ups? Well, according to AppFigures, it's all about showing the App Store that your app is high quality and deeply integrated. Things like promoting your in-app purchases, using Game Center for games, or running special in-app events. These all send a powerful signal that you're an active, engaging app that's worth showing to more people. Each one of these signals to the algorithm that your app provides a rich user experience, and that alone can justify giving you a higher rank, even if you don't have the same sheer volume of downloads as the big players in your category. Okay, so that covers how to handle high difficulty keywords. But what about the other side of this paradox? Why on earth would you ever target a low popularity keyword that almost nobody is searching for? This brings us to a really key insight. So let's look at this amazing example that developer Adam Little analyzed. He took a look at the keyword shadow work journal. Now, it's a very specific term related to a pretty niche type of introspective journaling. Now, if you just look at the data, shadow work journal seems like a keyword you should run away from. I mean, as the chart shows, the popularity is incredibly low, down at 21, while the difficulty to rank is way up at 56. This is a textbook wasteland keyword. So why in the world would you target it? The answer, and honestly, this is the core of the whole strategy, lies in understanding the huge difference between search volume and user intent. They are not the same thing, not even close. Just think about it for a second. A user who's searching for a broad term like meditation is just browsing. They're window shopping. Their commitment is low. But a user who searches for something as specific as shadow work journal, that person has a specific urgent problem they are actively trying to solve. And they are often far more willing to pay for a real solution. And what does this actually look like? Well, Adam Little targeted a similar keyword for his own app, running interval timer. It's another niche keyword with a popularity score of just 19. The result from that one single bad keyword? 377 downloads every single month. That's real, valuable traffic from a keyword most other developers would have just thrown out. Now, let's be really clear here. This advanced technique isn't some kind of magic bullet that lets you ignore the fundamentals. It absolutely has to be part of a larger, ongoing ASO process. What this means is that these advanced tactics need to be built on a rock-solid foundation of consistent work.
You still have to be a scientist about it, constantly A/B testing your creative assets, watching your competitors like a hawk, managing your reviews, and adapting your whole strategy based on what the data is telling you.
At the end of the day, combining these foundational best practices with the advanced paradox techniques we've talked about, that's how you build a powerful, sustainable advantage in the app stores. So stop fighting the same losing battles as everyone else. The real question isn't, what are the most popular keywords? The real question is, what is my app's hidden advantage? Find your algorithmic boost. Find your high-intent niche. Because in the crowded world of the App Store, the key to getting seen isn't being the loudest, it's about being the smartest.